Santa Claus here, and I'm going to read my very favorite Christmas story for all the children of the world. Now, this story was written almost 200 years ago, way back in 1823. In fact, on December the 23rd, 1823, it was written and published anonymously in a New York newspaper in New York City. Did you know that? Well, that was a long time ago. Do you have any idea what book this might be? I'll tell you what, the author is Clement Clarke Moore. That's who's penned this particular book. Well, The Night Before Christmas is my very favorite Christmas story, and I'm going to read it now for all the children of the world. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were all hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters and I threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and he shouted and he called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As the new leaves before the wild hurricane fly, while they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my hand and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound, boom, and he was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth, and the smoke that encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Full of Grandma's cookies. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head, and soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger on the side of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like a down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as they drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho.